When I was at the embassy, we looked very carefully at this, young Japanese who were studying in the United States as well as Americans who were coming here. And I think that in recent years, there's actually been an uptick in Americans studying Japanese. And I think that I first came to Japan many decades ago, and I've seen sort of the reasons why students study Japanese kind of change and evolve over years. And maybe at the time when I was studying Japanese, I think those who were interested in literature and culture and people who were becoming translators, they were perhaps the main body of students. Then people who were very interested in Japanese business and the economy. And then you have people who are interested in anime and interested in other forms of Japanese entertainment. And I think it's evolving. But I think that I've been encouraged that there is been in recent years some increase in Americans studying Japanese. And I think that the support that the Japanese government does is invaluable. And I'm really grateful for that as someone who believes in the importance of language and as a way to build ties between countries. And even though it's not strictly a language program, the JET program, which brings teachers here from the United States, Great Britain, Australia, and other countries, and I think it's been in more than 30 years. That is, I think, one of the great successes by the Japanese government. And I meet so many people who have gone, first of all, they contributed to English language learning in Japan. But then many of these people went on to study the language very seriously, have ended up contributing in business and in the arts in many different ways. And they are a very important part of what keeps the ties strong. So that's a program I think that is really been a success. And but there are lots of other programs that introduce the language to either for Japanese students to go to the United States or vice versa. So I think it's important to keep those up and adapt to the evolving interests of those who want to study in the other country. I'm very optimistic about Japan. I think that it's a highly successful society, and it's the highly educated, at peace with the world, and with respect, universal respect for its arts, for its contributions in science and technology, and that foundation is just so strong. And I'm particularly intrigued in meeting young Japanese who have, in many cases, I think were raised different from the way their parents were raised. But they bring their own perspective, their own dreams, and their own experiences. And I'm can't wait to see what they contribute to the further development of Japan, particularly in innovation. So I think that there are very exciting times to come for Japan, and as an American, I think that the bonds between Japanese and Americans are only going to grow stronger. I think that as we go through different eras, that partnership evolves, but it's always one that has great mutual benefit, and I think working together we can, as Americans and Japanese in particular, I think we can do a lot.